feeling?
Feel good. It's tough this week because we have 2-day prep for Connecticut, and they've had 6 days. So we're going to see a lot of things that we don't see on film. They're going to put a lot of new things in to surprise our preparation.
Did you guys go hard after the game the other night? So obviously Wednesday you guys had practice. Did you go hard, or is it kind of
We did go hard.
You did?
Now, we did not go hard the day after the game. We did mostly mental stuff, not physical stuff, and then on Friday we'll go hard before the game. I mean, Thursday we'll go hard before the game.
Thursday. All right, Rick. I mean, the wins are coming, the rankings going up, the fans are coming back. The Garden has sounded like it hasn't sounded in a long time. How happy are you right now?
Well, I'm happy for St. John's more than anything else. The student body. I'm happy for the alumni, Subway alumni. I'm happy for everybody who's a college basketball fan that we're playing good basketball. But I'm so consumed with the next practice, the next game, because we have so many areas we have to get better at. I think we got 7 guys shooting in the 20 percentile from three-point line. We got 4 guys with a negative assist-turnover ratio. To be perfectly blunt and honest, if this was 7 years ago and I'm still at Louisville, and you showed me the stat sheet of our team, I would say we've won 3 games. And if I'll give you a perfect example.
Okay.
Against Marquette. They shoot 55 from the field, 50 from the 3. We go into halftime, we're shooting in the 30 percentile, 20 percentile from 3, we're down 1.
It's a 1-point game.
So that, to me, we are defying all statistical logic with this season.
Yeah. Okay, so what do you attribute that to? Is it just heart? I mean, it's obviously defense, but it's got to be deeper than
there's
that.
4 things.
Yep.
There's incredible preparation. The assistant coaches are doing a fabulous job. The players are doing a fabulous job. The defense, the rebounding, and the incredible will to win.
Interesting. So I look at this team from a defensive perspective, and I know what everybody could do. I know what Aaron Scott, what his scouting report was coming in from North Texas. And I'm impressed with varying degrees of everybody. I could be wrong. I feel like the guy who makes you go defensively is Zuby, because he could do so much 25 feet away and then retreat and get the rim. Is that a fair assessment?
Well, we're a little bit different without Davon because we can switch all 5 positions. We also can guard on the perimeter. We can guard off the bounce. And we're very difficult because we're long and quick. So it's fascinating because Shaka used the term, they're violent.
Yeah, I saw that. What a description. You got to love that.
That's a compliment. And,
yeah.
And certainly we think that their defense is pretty good as well. Great Garden, great game. Everything was really, the fact that we won it was a proper ending.
It was amazing.
For us.
Yeah, for sure. I was talking about this on the radio because now we're talking Johnny's on the Fan. It's, first you get some more people in the building, then you get some back page love. Now it's everywhere, which is fun for me. And Sal was asking me a few things about the team, and I said, I got to be honest, this kind of goes with what you just said before. If you told me before the season, St. John's or anybody, that they're going to be here from the free throw line, here from three-point, I'd be like, not a good season. But the deeper this season goes, I don't think this is a mirage. I think you guys can keep winning this way.
When you look at statistics, and everybody today is into the analytics of everything, do you go for it on 4th down with 3 yards? The analytics, we are so anti-analytics. It makes no rhyme or sense to what we're doing right now, and that speaks volumes for the players' incredible desire.
So you got Davon Smith back. I believe it's 2 games back, hasn't started yet. Is that what we'll see the rest of the way? Or you think
No, he's just rusty right now. I think he's shooting 4 for 20 in his last 2 games. Just rusty.
Yeah.
He's missed 9 days of practice. He'll eventually work his way back into the starting lineup.
So you've said this a few times, and I'm trying to wrap my mind around. I know it's a simple thing. I simplify because I'm not out there with 3 guys chasing me and everything moving at the speed of light. How does Sim Wilcher not know where the NBA three-point line is and the college one is?
We faded the line too. The Garden people were nice enough to fade it.
I saw that.
Aaron's the same way.
All right.
I think the double line has people fooled, even your opponents fooled. But Sim and Aaron are doing a very poor job of stepping on that line. Very poor job.
So how do you, outside of you pointing it out in practice a million times in the media, which you do every game, how does that change?
they've got to have the mindset to step on the line.
Simple as
They're intelligent people.
Yeah.
I mean, we're not talking about these guys are very, very bright people. So they got to do a better job of that and move without the basketball so they can step on the line.
Understood. Rick, in a weird way, is it more gratifying winning this? I'm not going to say winning ugly, but winning through purpose and through integrity. I'm sure it's fun when you bang in 23s and you've had those kind of teams over the years, but as a coach, is this more satisfying in an odd way?
It really is not. Like sometimes I've had great passing teams in the backdoor pass or the look away pass. And you say, Bob, we are such a great passing team. Then I've had a 96 team that just shot the heck out of the basketball. 2005 Final Four team shot the heck out of the basketball with Garcia, O'Bannon, and Taekwon Dean.
Oh, yeah.
So every team has an identity, and winning builds the identity, builds the culture. And certainly I'm just as pleased as the shooting or the passing team.
Okay,
That's who we are. That's what we are. And you try to improve the offense as you go along because you want to have a better assist turnover ratio. You want to make low 30s at the three-point line. You want to shoot in the low 70s from the foul line. So that's something we're going to work at.
Okay, one thing that I've noticed, and I don't know if I'm just a prisoner of the moment. I don't know. You tell me what's right and what's wrong. I feel like for a team that's as athletic as yours is, that you guys leave some fast break points on the table where I see 3-on-2, 2-on-1, and I'm doing the game with Mink, and I'm like, that's a dunk, that's a layup, and it doesn't come to fruition. Is that an accurate observation?
Well, obviously, we're shooting 76% on fast breaks this year.
Okay, what's a good number for you? What do you want to be
in the
at?
70s.
Okay.
So there are times where RJ and Davon just go 100 miles an hour, and they don't always make the right decision. But RJ last night was brilliant in the game. Brilliant. He was awesome at the defensive end, awesome at the offensive end.
Shaka is younger compared to some of the legends of the game. What does he like to coach against?
Shaka's an outstanding coach. What I love, and I wish I was that way when I was his age, because I wasn't that way. I had too big an ego when I was his age.
Okay.
I love humble people who have no ego, who just love teaching the game. And that's him. He has no ego. He just teaches the game. He loves the game. He learned under Billy Donovan, was an assistant coach. And guys like that, Tony Bennett, Shaka Smart, Jay Wright, regardless of how much they win, they stay balanced. They're humble people. And that's what makes them so good, because they're always learning, always getting better.
Yeah. So as you've gotten older and you've gotten more accomplished, you're saying you've actually gotten more humble? Usually it works the other way for some
when
people.
I failed with the Celtics, I got extremely humble, because that was my first real failure in basketball. And then I just thought about it for 2 years and said, you know what? Let's be real.
Yeah.
No matter how good you may think, and no matter how hard you may work, it's the players that win the games, offensively and defensively. Your job is to prepare them to be the best they can be,
For sure.
to improve their skills away from the game itself. But it's their game. They win or lose the basketball games. Now, do you have to call the right timeouts? You have to draw up the right plays? That's up to every coach. But from 50 on, I started to learn a valuable lesson about, and that's what's kept me in the game, because I call ego edging greatness out. Spiritual people call it edging God out, depending on what your beliefs are. But I do think ego is the enemy for a lot of different people. It's going to make them fail sooner or later.
As I lead to this, let's say a neutral site. You guys are healthy. The other teams are healthy. Are you guys the best team in the conference right now? You think you are?
Right now we are, because we're in first place.
You know what I mean, though.
First of all, Connecticut's had the best player injured. Okay, so that's one thing.
Okay.
So we played Creighton at Creighton, who's in second place, to the wire. Could have won the game.
5 point.
Could have won the game. So right now, at this juncture of the season, we are the best team. Does that mean we're going to win the conference? I don't know that answer. But right now, we are the best team.
Well, whatever you're doing, just keep it up, man. So far, so good. Thank you, Rick. Thanks. There he is, head coach at the Johnnies. We will get a quick timeout. The Red Storm Report rolls on next.